da 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 da.
The affection is flawless, the devotion is deep. But underneath the surface, secrets that we keep. I watch your every movement, calculated and precise. You think it's connection, I think it's a sacrifice. Puppet strings and promises tied to the wrist and the heart. We play the perfect lovers, tearing the role apart. I give you the security, you give me the control. Trading autonomy for making my fractured self whole. Puppets is the dance of the dominant hand. Love is the framework, but power is the demand. We swore forever, but the hierarchy is clear. Trading authenticity for constant quiet fear. Who holds the thread? The illusion is complex. We call it unity, but it's psychological hex. Every vulnerability shared is a weapon in my grasp. I filed the secrets away, ready for the final clash. You feel the pull, the subtle shift in the tone, the gentle manipulation seated on the softest throne. The commitment is genuine, the control is too. How much of this connection is me and how much is you? I give you freedom just to watch you choose my side, testing the boundaries where devotion can hide. You love the promise,
I control the string.
you love the promise.
I control the string. Da 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 da.
Yeah, you got a sign to this motherfucker. Yeah. They say love is blind, but our eyes are wide and keen. We built the fortress, the grandest they've ever seen. This ain't a partnership, it's the empire of two. Every kiss is a treaty, every vow is the law we pursue. I hold the keys to the kingdom, but you hold the crown. A delicate balance that could burn the whole house down. Power and commitment, the ultimate strategic play. Who rules the heart today? Who holds the final say? The empire of two, where passion is the currency. Every action is measured by its political urgency. Love is the throne, but control is the defense. We trade vulnerability for total influence. Who's the sovereign? We fight for the decree, we fight for the decree. This high stakes devotion is the ultimate rivalry. We speak in ultimatums, affection is a tool. The winner takes the silence, breaking every golden rule. The highest form of devotion is the absolute surrender. But the minute you submit, the tension gets colder, because the power shifts and the hunger reappears. Trading intimate secrets for neutralizing fears. This isn't romance, it's a mutual will impact. A beautiful tyranny, leaving no turning back.
In our kingdom, surrender is the ultimate weapon.
The empire of two. Fight for the decree.
They talk about freedom, but they mean surveillance. We found a blind spot, mastered the resilience. The uncharted grid, where the GPS signal dies. A concrete wilderness, beneath indifferent skies. Every flicker is a warning, every shadow a shield. The Lord stops breathing, where our movement is revealed. We don't pay the taxes, don't follow the line. We trade in secrets, living off the clock's design. We operate outside the fold, a story of survival that will never be told. No jurisdiction, just raw instinct guiding the hand. A fugitive future in a forgotten land. Off the map, running lean where the paper trails are burnt. The ultimate knowledge is the lesson we have learned. Trust nothing but the rhythm of your own heart. The system is a compass, we bent the needle away, living in the margins, navigating the fray. This ain't a protest, it's a silent succession. A life outside the senses, resisting the possession. Our currency is movement, our language is code. Carrying a heavy truth on a lonely road. They search for us in daylight, we on a deep night fire. purpose, forging our own light. We operated outside the fold. A story of survival that will never be told. No jurisdiction, just raw instinct out of the hand. A movie that future and up a better land.
If you can't be traced, you can't be judged. Remember that.
Yeah. The debt collector's quiet, he only shows up at night. He pulls up a memory bathed in cold sterilitis. The moment I froze, the line I couldn't cross. Counting the cost of inaction, a permanent loss. This isn't innocence, silence is compliance. A calculated cowardice, a flawed alliance. I hold the truth captive, a prisoner in my chest. And every passing moment puts the guilt to the test. The unspoken debt, a weight I carry now. The phantom rules of the word I wouldn't allow. It multiplies in darkness, consuming my peace. This heavy price of silence, the wound that won't cease. I built a prison of quiet with the bricks of my shame. And every passing year, it whispers my name. I was a witness on the fence, a bystander in the fray, thinking neutrality was enough to keep the harm away. But the damage was done, and my mute lips played a part. A silent co-signer on a deed that broke the heart. The truth was heavy metal, I chose the feather light. Now the steel of regret keeps me up all night. You can't wash your hands clean when you never raised a fist. Living in the aftermath of a chance I missed.
The silence was my shield, but it cut deeper than any knife.
Are a chimney, the fire's long dead inside. Just a slow gray residue where all the feelings hide. I swallowed the sharp words, the screams I couldn't release. Now the cost is the silence, a grim hollow piece. The anger turned to ash, the sorrow to haze. Living in the permanent psychological maze. My voice is a whisper in a reverb heavy room, choking on the silence, anticipating the doom. Ash and echo, all that remains of the fight. A low frequency hum in the absence of light. Smoke in my chest, it never burns, it just compiles. A fortress of numbness built over endless miles. Can't ignite the passion, can't release the pain. Just the constant weight of the weatherless rain. I watch the world scream, I see the tears they shed. But the conduits are severed, the emotion is dead. My expression is blank, my face is a stone facade, protecting the core from the pain that felt too hard. Every moment of restraint, every deliberate mute. Fed the machine and stripped the feeling from the root. The absence of feeling is the final form of despair. Just a stale recycled thought moving through the air. Ash and echo, all that remains of the fight. A low frequency hum in the absence of light. Smoke in my chest, it never burns, it just compiles. A fortress of numbness built over endless miles. Over endless miles. Can't ignite the passion, can't release the pain. Just a constant wave of the weatherless rain.
I'm just a phantom, pushing pixels into the void. Every creative impulse meticulously employed to please the invisible hand, the ghost in the machine, chasing the trend and trace, keeping the aesthetic clean. They only rate the clicks, they don't value the craft. The struggle of the painter is relegated to the shaft. My art is too long, my sound is too pure. Gotta dilute the genius just to find a quick cure. Trend and trace,
a digital leash on the neck. We bow to the viewport just to cash a small check. The passion is polluted, the message is dilute. Trying to game the system to gather digital loot.
trend and trace.
A digital leash on the neck, we bow to the viewport just to catch a small check. The passion is polluted, the message is dilute. Trying to game the system but got the digital loot.
It's an optimization game, a calculated score. The depth of your feeling means nothing anymore. They prefer the loud noise, the controversy, the spark. Anything to keep the audience scrolling in the dark. I used to paint pictures, now I just drop tags. Fighting for visibility, waving digital flags. The masterpiece is dead, only the meme survives. The hollow echo of creation is where the new artist thrives.
Oh, that's, which slowly breaks down on the articulate sound effects and the eerie synth pad. Oh, da 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 dee dee da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. Oh, da 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 da. My intentions were fire. My words were meant to sting, but the fear, the fallout clipped the wings I tried to bring. Now all that remains is the residue of the choice. A thin colorless cloud where there should have been a voice. The vapors of intent rise from the core of my fear. A silent promise to speak that never gets near. I watch the thoughts escape, not as fire but as mist. Another opportunity gone, another crucial moment missed. It's only the ghost of this spring, waking up numb in the middle of the empty dream. Smoke in my chest, it's the weight of the unspoken word. A burden carried in silence, consistently deterred. The heart is a vessel, but the fuel turned to steam. Lost the power to erupt, living on a vacant beam. I built a dam of silence against the emotional tide, but the water didn't stop, it just pulled up inside. The pressure is immense, but the exterior is cool. I perfected the art of playing the absolute fool. I could have defended, I could have exposed the flaw, but I traded the moment for the sanctity of the law of self-preservation, cold and utterly bleak. Now the only sound I make is the floorboards when they creak. Oh, da 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 da. All that fury, just
When the peak is in sight, sleep becomes a luxury. Crown syndrome, the price of endless dependency. They only see the surface, they don't know this lonely war. The higher the elevation, the sharper the dagger's core. The reign is to live in a state of eternal watch. I demand more control because I trust no one's touch. The lust for power isn't mere greed, it's my way to survive. I left everything behind just to keep this vacant throne alive.
Crown syndrome, the weight above my head is infinite. Complete. The summit isn't a promise, it's just the next goal in the line. I look down on everyone and rule this fractured heart of mine alone.
Yeah, what I desire isn't loyalty, it's absolute obedience. Even my shadow won't move without my conscious credence. Things I once loved are now just territory I must keep. Emotion has been purged, the only tool to win while others sleep. I'm an outsider at the top, surrounded by tools and threats. Since I can't let go, I constantly build new parapets. Isolation is the toll, silence is the shield. This empire is only mine to yield.
Ram syndrome, Ram syndrome, Ram syndrome, Ram syndrome. The weight above my head is infinite, and I'm filling the void, a present that's never complete. The summit isn't a promise, it's just the next goal in a line. I look down on everyone and rule this fractured heart of mine alone.
The string loop slowly warps and distorts. Only the long reverb of the snare drum remains echoing. Finally, a deep, audible breath is heard.
To possess, there is no other meaning than that.
They got the formula locked, the blueprints on the screen. It ain't about the message, it's about the mezzanine. We used to seek the truth, now we chase the clickbait glow. The algorithm's guide and the streams are the flow. Every syllable sculpted for the suggested tab, sacrificing substance for the quick dopamine grab. The soul of the painting is traded for the thumbnail. Welcome to the metaverse where the metrics never fail. The metaverse, where the rhyme is an input. The fire in your heart turns to a profitable footprint. Metaverse, where the rhyme is an input. The fire in your heart turns to a a profitable foot. We gotta dance for the feed, got a trend for the day. Selling off our vision just to get through the decay. Algorithm killed the artist, replaced them with a bot. Perfection is secondary, optimization is what we got. I see the genuine talent getting buried in the feed, while the calculated garbage is spreading like a weed. They don't want the masterpiece, they want the 3-second shock. A loop of low effort designed to beat the clock. The metrics are the muse, the data is the ink. You gotta make it bite-sized before the viewer can think. My flow's too complex, my words are too deep. The system demands the surface while the genius sleeps. Where the rhyme is an input, the fire in your heart turns to a profitable footprint. Where the rhyme is an input, the fire in your heart turns to a profitable footprint. Content is king, the king is dead. Yeah. My air is conditioned, my breath is controlled. Every reaction scripted, every story untold. I built a filter in my throat, a barrier to the sound. The explosive truth buried deep beneath the ground. The filtered breath keeps the volatile inside, never letting the pressure wave crest and collide. The silence isn't peaceful, it's a constant low-grade roar. But I keep the lid tight, forever asking for more of the numbness, the vacuum, the safe, empty space. Trading my vulnerability for a blank face. The filtered breath, yo, no fire escapes the chamber. I live in the twilight between the joy and the danger. Smoke in my chest is the residue of what wasn't said. A perpetual haze living inside my head. The rage is a captive held tight by the rhyme. Counting the seconds of lost wasted time. I analyze the conflict, I categorize the pain, turning every droplet of feeling into the mundane. They want the eruption, the drama, the breaking point, but I give them the monotone, keeping my words disjoint. The only release is the rhyme, the precise application of sense, converting raw sorrow into calculated defense. I'm a storage unit for stress, locked in perfectly maintained. The human emotion is something I permanently constrain. The filtered breath, no fire escapes the chamber. The filtered breath, no fire escapes the chamber. Ain't got a filtered breath, oh. No fire escapes the chamber. I live in the twilight between the joy and the danger. Smoke in my chest is the residue of what wasn't said. A perpetual haze living inside my head. The rage is a captive held tight by the rhyme. Counting the seconds of lost wasted time.